Hey everybody, James here. Sorry I haven't been making any videos lately. Some of you may have heard, some of you may not have. My father passed away June 14th, which was a Friday morning, probably around 3 o'clock in the morning and whatnot. Natural causes, luckily. But nonetheless, I mean, that's why I haven't been around as far as making my videos and what have you. So once I had found that out, I had to make a very quick decision on who was going to take care of my tanks and whatnot while I was gone, and hope that they were going to come back, or I was going to come back to them looking at least somewhat decent and what have you. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But so I decided to give my father-in-law a very fast teaching on how much to feed the fish. And I made the mistake of forgetting to tell him to use XL, a cap full of it every morning in this 55-gallon. So that was the one mistake that I had made. So a lot of my plants ended up suffering, it looks like. You look at the dwarf hairgrass, there's not much left of it. There's just some little stragglers over here. And then also the Amazon took a beating over here as well. My Kabumba went completely berserk. Look at this thing. All the way to the roof. And this thing wasn't even near that high. It was maybe the stem, this stem maybe a little bit lower, but this thing just turned into a big monster here. Jungle Bow looks like it disappeared again. Only because it probably needed some food. I forget what you call that one in the back. I'm out of touch with my plants. You know, for reasons, of course. The undulatus, which is this one here in the middle with the really tall stringy looking leaves, that thing went berserk. And the crypts are looking well as also. Look at these crypts. These crypts look amazing. So really digging that. Also, look at this Amazon. This Amazon just went crazy. It's already over halfway up the tank now. Let me back up so you can see this thing. That thing is huge. I believe those are inculata in the back. They took a major beating. Look at these things. They are looking horrible. So I think it might also have something to do with lighting. I'll explain that in a minute. The dwarf sage is doing really good, getting really big. Glossostigma, we'll call it glossostems. That's the only thing left. I think the Siamese algae eaters got to this. That's all that remains of that. The Walishi is looking horrible. So much for that. That thing right there, that's a Brazilian sword, by the way. I couldn't ever think of the name of it, but that's a Brazilian sword. You can see how well it's doing. It just went crazy. It's got tons of new growth down here in the bottom of it. The narrow needle leaf is doing really good. And then up here, it's not doing really that great right up in here, but that's alright. We can deal with it. And here's one giant one right up here, going all the way to the surface. And then behind that is the wisteria, which is looking pretty bizarre. That one's all the way up at the top as well. So that's pretty much it with this thing. The one thing I wanted to talk about with the bulbs real quick, this is the fixture that I took off my saltwater aquarium. See, it's the Odyssey. It had two 10K daylights and then two 460 nanometer actinic bulbs in here. So tonight I went ahead and switched these bulbs out. Now I've got the Zoom Ed bulbs, except for one. Some dirtbag decided to go and switch a bulb for an old one out of the box and then returned it and got his money back apparently. So Petco told me to come in tomorrow and they're going to give me a new bulb. So I have one 10K daylight in the front. You can't see it because it's actually right here hiding. But as you can see, two of these are 5,000K, and then the other one in the back over there, I believe is that one, is 6500K. So you've got the Ultra Suns and the Fluorescent. Fluorescent is the two in the middle, the pink colored bulbs, and then the Ultra Sun is the daylight bulb in the back. They call it a super daylight. So, and when these are mixed together, they're supposed to produce some severe plant growth, so I'll be looking for that for sure. And then once I get the other 6500K bulb in there, that'll be pointing onto the front of this more so. So anyways, that's it for that. And then I put a Ultra Sun inside here, which also totally changed the way this 20 gallon looks. I mean, it's got a nice greener look to it. And you know, now you can see that the rock is actually brown with the black granite specks and whatnot in it, or mica, whatever the case may be. So yeah, it's looking really nice. That bulb in that thing was probably about 6 years old, to be honest. So, and all these bulbs, they ended up coming out to, I think it was about probably about $108 to change the 4 T5s and then this one T8. So yeah, I definitely had to bite the bullet when it came to buying these bulbs, but I like the colors that it's producing out of this tank. It looks really awesome. I really like how it's bringing the green out and keeping the browns and whatnot, and also the black sand. So yeah, it's looking pretty cool. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to give an update of what's been going on, why I haven't been around, and just showing you how my tank has been looking pretty shabby. So I got some work cut out for me. I just did a water change earlier, so we're on the right track, and also did a water change on the 20 over here as well. So we'll get them back together. All right, I'm going to try in the next couple of days to do some new sub shout outs, and then also a saltwater reef update. Thanks everybody for watching, and I missed y'all, and hope you enjoyed the video. With that, have a great evening. Bye bye.